Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frosted Glass and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. I like boobs.
Hey, this show is kind of hard to get through. You think that any of that cocaine is left over?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Nick or Kita.
Oh!
Moonshock.
Well, personally, I'm a kind of guy, but then again, I like the cream pills too.
You're really quiet, Moon.
Good.
Now, who can argue
go.
with that?
Go. Just get out. Go. Leave.
Pterodime Mantis.
I just watched the new South Park special. I can tell you that you should only do the good drugs and not the bad drugs.
Oh, is that the obesity one?
Yes.
Is that just on Paramount Plus or is it on Comedy Central?
No idea. I watched it on Paramount Plus, so it might be on other things. I have no idea.
What exactly does the plus mean in Paramount Plus?
And this week's special guest, Tyr Alexander.
Hello. And all drugs are bad, okay?
Are you sure about that?
Mhm.
Women don't do drugs, except for Drug Man.
So how are you guys doing?
Oh, I'll let everybody know after the show.
Okay, it's like that.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
God, no.
You want me to tell everybody now instead?
Yes.
Did you lose the other nipple?
Well, it depends if it's
That is
good
none
news
of your
or bad
damn
news.
business, buddy.
If it's good news, you can say it now. If it's bad news, wait till the end.
Well, seeing that you guys know that it is good news, I guess we'll have to wait then, won't we?
He lost the other nipple.
No, he said
God,
say
no,
it now if it's good
Okay,
news.
fine. The good news is I had 2 MRIs done of my pelvis and my lower lumbar. They came back with 0 metastasis, so I do not have cancer in my lower regions.
Yay!
Yeah.
Those were 2 of the 4 areas that they were suspicious about. So there
Moon's
you go.
dick is safe.
So there you go. But
Hi,
that
son.
is not to say that I am cancer free. That is just to say that that's 2 areas that they were concerned about. That
Hi, son!
anyway.
Well, it's a step in the right direction.
Here, turning it up. So everybody
Hi,
can
son. And also this is actually
Right,
With
all the booty.
so anyway, this is actually the 150th episode of The Corner.
Wow.
Oh,
Sorry.
congratulations.
And to celebrate, we're actually going to be launching a new line of products, and
Why?
there
We're fucked.
Does-
Why?
designed by our very own I Like Boobs.
Why?
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 Okay, now I've definitely lost interest in whatever this product is.
yeah. It's like I was gonna look into it, but no, not so much anymore. Sorry.
But wait, there's more. And there will be a 10% coupon code.
Oh my God, he has.
I
coupon
hope
codes.
I hope the code is nigger that you enter at the checkout.
Oh, tell me that the code is niggas in.
A code
I
will
like to feel included. Thank you all for making the code, niggers.
a code which I will reveal at the end of the show.
Oh.
Oh.
That means I gotta watch the entire show.
No, it doesn't. I mean, see, by saying that now they can just leave and come back in 2 hours.
Braniel wants to know when the new product line will be launched.
Probably when I announce it. All right. Well, okay. I'll do it. I'll do it when we stop for the caption contest. So
I'm gonna be
halfway
very
through.
Okay.
disappointed if it's a T-shirt that says "I'm Jack Gunsky and I'm a pagan."
Yeah.
All right.
Only old people will get that.
So
Reference.
it's gonna be a muffin flavored muffin.
Mm. It's just going to be a picture of a glory hole.
Oh.
Man, I wish blockbusters were still a thing, so that way I could put the movie Glory next to the movie Holes.
Oh.
All right. Well, what do you say we start with our first article? And as you know,
No.
the the darker among us have been known to be arrested a lot for crimes. But
Goddamn darkies.
there is a solution. And luckily, our
Don't be
own
dark.
Cindy Steinberg is offering it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, not her again.
She is a genius.
I have a solution.
You'll
Don't be black.
you'll have to remind me who is this one?
That.
This is DMT Machine Elves.
Gotcha.
Oh, her.
She's just pumping out material lately, isn't she?
Yeah,
No,
she has.
I think she was encouraged when Frost had told her on Twitter that he's a fan of her work.
I mean, she puts out like 2 things a day. She's very prolific. So, what do you do when black people are being arrested for violent crime?
I don't know. I can't see the article yet.
The current
Oh, yeah.
definition of violent crime is outdated and racist.
Cindy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Frosted, I hate you.
White people commit about as much crime as black people, but do not face the same consequences. The problem
this is
lies within the very definition of violence.
Naturally.
This is a douchebaggy looking bitch that's totally got soy written all over her face.
Well, let's hear what her definition of violence is and what she thinks is racist about it. I get the feeling that we're not going to get a very clear answer.
No, you're not.
We've all heard the stats. Black Americans are incarcerated at 5 times the rate of white Americans, and make up
That's
nearly
not the stat I'm thinking of.
There's a reason for that.
Give me the right stat.
Okay,
Her
and make up
picture isn't
nearly
fat.
40% of the total prison population.
Again, there's a reason for that.
It is.
Why don't you list the stat that we're thinking of? Because
Sorry.
you know what it is. You know the stat. We all know the stat.
Say the line, Bart.
All right, Bob, say the line. Tell us the stat.
So by that logic, Tyr, you should be in jail, bro.
I should be. Wait a minute, I'm not black.
Okay.
I love.
Oh, are you a pimp daddy now and they are not black?
Oh no. I couldn't decide if I was for Biden or Trump. I decided it was for Trump, so I lost my blackness.
Yeah, I also love that this freaking bitch puts black in capital and then the white is lowercase. What a fucking skank. She's one of those self-hating white people that I can't fucking stand.
can't
She doesn't
self-haters.
consider herself a white person.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one of those cases where like she's Jewish, so she doesn't consider herself white.
I got news for you, honey.
It means you're
And
gay.
as far as the left is concerned, she's in the group known as selectively white, along
Campbell
with
was-
Asians.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
See, why
Campbell
did-
was it? Tyr claims he's not black because he's wearing white face.
Wearing white face.
like Dave Chappelle when he played a newscaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the internet racists won't tell you. SPLC research shows that white people are just as likely to commit violent crimes as black people.
You,
Oh, yeah.
you lost me
It's
the
not
moment
statistic.
you lost me the moment you brought up the
Wow.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
It's them.
So why are black Americans being locked up at such alarmingly disproportionate rates? The answer lies
Because
in the
it's not true.
The answer lies in the current concept of violent crime and its roots in racism and white supremacy.
I don't
It's
like this woman.
I
How
love
can
her.
you not like this woman? She's awesome.
She is a modern day scholar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope she writes a book one day. I would love to read it.
Oh, thank you. You're so comforting and so stunning, so brave.
It's time to face the uncomfortable truth. Our criminal justice system is built on systemic racism, and even the very label of violent crime itself has become a tool for perpetuating it. The
You know what,
reality-
bitch?
It's funny because it's funny because she says she wants to face an uncomfortable truth and then pulls out the exact same line she's been using her entire life. Isn't that weird? How the uncomfortable truth is always on everybody else and never on her.
Yeah, 160 years ago, they had the opportunity to return to their homeland where it's not racist back there.
Well,
Yet they didn't
technically,
take that opportunity, did they?
well, hold on, because technically, that wasn't their homeland. They weren't born there.
It
They
doesn't
were born
matter.
fucking here.
It doesn't
I
matter.
think the solution is easy. You take them back to the niggeria where you bought them, and there's it's on the map. There's this big niggeria in Africa. You just to take them back there because say, look, these ones are defective. They're violent. They're stupid. The problems with black people, and you just get your money back. It's easy.
Here's the thing. If there was going to be a case for anything like reparations or anything like that, it should have been resolved 150 years ago. The time has passed. You're just going to have to move on.
No,
That's all there is to it. You got to move on because this is not productive. It's not helping anything. It's not helping black people either.
But
I don't understand
Gunsky.
why you keep on with this ridiculousness.
More
But
reparations.
I need that
Jack.
money.
More reparations.
Yes,
You're not
I
gonna
need
get
all
them.
of that money.
There's
But-
no
but-
logistical way to make reparations happen ever.
Jack.
But I need that money. Gunsky, come on now. Would you deny me that money?
Yes, absolutely.
Go down.
But there's one flaw with Terry's plan, though. What are the odds that we still have the receipt from the 1600s?
True. that is a problem.
See if you can do exchanges.
The reality is that the current definition of violent crime is outdated and shaped by decades of racist policies. From the war on drugs to the tough on crime mentality. These policies have had a devastating impact on black communities, leading to mass incarceration and tearing families apart.
Yeah, well,
If you didn't commit fucking crimes, you wouldn't be incarcerated. I don't commit crimes. And the fuck I am.
Take a look at your black communities and tell me how wonderfully successful that they always are. Tell me how they're so advanced technologically, and tell me just how wonderful living in a black community actually does for you and for others around you. Because I guarantee you're not going to find a very advanced, very happy, very crime-less black community.
I saw Black Panther. It works great.
Oh,
Unless it's
yeah.
an affluent black community, because when you got money, you don't steal shit.
That's not true.
Ah,
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Well, you
In
don't
fact,
steal shit from your neighbors.
they steal more than anyone.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You don't get caught committing home burglaries and home robberies. Better?
That makes more sense.
White people have always had the power to define what is considered a crime and what is considered violent. This means that the definition
No. There isn't they don't define what is considered violent. If I punch somebody in the throat, oh well, that's not violent. The fuck it is.
Well, no. Did a black person do it? That's what we need to establish first.
Well, see, I'm in that kind of gray area. I look black, but I'm actually a white guy. So,
Well,
You better not
obviously,
punch anyone just to be safe.
I'm going to take a guess and say that this author thinks that we need to consider the cultural implications of accusing a black person of being a filthy savage.
Mm.
well,
well,
let's
the
find
thing
out.
is, though, take a look at a lot of black people here in the country here, and those of the lighter shades of brown, somewhere in their lineage, they're gonna have some white in there.
one drop roll.
You know, and then you have like the really, really darker skins. Typically, those are going to be a pure black lineage. So
Well, not
you
even
can
that.
bitch and complain and piss and moan all you want about white people being so horrible. Take a look at your lineage. Go get a race test and tell me how much of your lineage is truly black.
All right, Moon. So it's this. I forget the name of the program, but it was some program where they had like Angela Davis and LeVar Burton on it, and they like did their
Those are
lineage track.
awesome. Those are hilarious.
Yes.
I mean, the one with LeVar Burton, he's like, man, I would have fought you if you had said that not a couple minutes ago. Motherfucker, see, what are you ashamed to have
Yeah,
white
he is.
lineage now?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
he's
because
not pure.
he views white people as evil.
And that
He's
is
no longer pure.
racist. That is fucking racist. But nobody ever says that because black people, oh my God, they can't be racist at all, can they?
Yeah, you have to be racially pure. You have to be racially pure.
Remember when LeVar Burton was just the nice man who read books on the fucking TV?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. I want to go back to a time when that was a thing.
I guess my biggest problem is that there is such a double fucking standard, and that's where I have the biggest problem with this. Because if you get a white person with a white and a black couple, they're typically going to have a darker skinned kid.
Mm-hmm.
And yet that kid is now going to be like, I'm black now, see, because I got darker skin. Completely leaving out the fact that they have 50% white heritage, but they would rather skip over that like it didn't even exist.
So it sounds to me like the solution is no miscegenation.
Well, there at one time there was what they did call a final solution, but
My thing is this: I don't think you should okay, so my lineage is this, but that's not me. I'm not my ancestors. I'm myself. Yes. And I'm American. I've never fucking been to Africa, and I have no fucking plan to go there. It's a lie. It's lions and shit there. I gotta hunt food down. Fuck that. I'm going to the store.
Well, and you also have to use Africa as an example too, because before the introduction of the whites, I'm talking about like not sub-Saharan Africa. Mm-hmm. Take a look at how much high technology they have that wasn't introduced by the lighter skin. And I'm not talking about that stupid fucking movie. That movie was so retarded. I can't stand it. But it doesn't exist for a reason. It just can't. It cannot.
All right, I got one for you, Moon. In the same geographical area, there could exist in one nation back then before the white man, quote unquote, came. Several different tribes would war, and they'd all be fucking different. Even though they live in the same general area, they could be so fucking diverse and different. And they're all black people, quote unquote.
But they're also spending all their time killing each other.
That's
for
true.
Tribal warfare.
So maybe I do like these people after all. They're killing a lot of niggers.
Agreed, right? I don't fucking like it when it's too hot.
But it's that is right there. That's your case in point. They're very, very aggressive. Very, very aggressive. To the point, hey, look, let's just kill each other and call it good.
This means that the definition of violent crime can't help but to be racist, as it has been shaped by the inherent anti-black prejudices of white folks.
Okay. What is the definition of violent crime, lady? You've been talking about how racist it is. Why don't you tell us what it is and what is racist about it?
She's getting there. She'll tell us.
Exactly. Calm it down. Get a Snickers. You're hungry.
The double standard is stark. White people who commit violent crimes are often seen as misguided or having made a mistake, while black
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, he made a mistake. While black people who do the same are labeled as dangerous and in need of punishment. We must acknowledge the role that white supremacy has played in the very idea itself of violent crime, and undo as much of the damage as possible.
How?
Look, lady. Look, lady. Look. Violent crime is the exact. If I say, Terry, I'm just using this as an example. If I punch you in the throat and you should die because of that punch, I'll get the same amount of years that Jack would have gotten if he did the same thing. This bitch here doesn't. Oh, well, because there's some sort of inequity in the numbers, it must be skewed against one race.
Because she thinks that black people are inherently savages. She thinks that black people are savages.
The bigotry of low expectations.
They can't control themselves. They don't have a big enough brain to be able to act like civilized human beings. And so we need to treat them differently because they're too stupid to act like civilized human beings.
Wait, when you put it that way, I'm starting to like her even more.
Damn. Look, just because I have a spear and sometimes I like to wear my grass skirt don't mean I'm a savage. All right?
Hey, I like my spear and grass skirt too.
God damn it.
All right, let's see. Well, let's see her proposal. A path forward.
Oh, Lord.
Since the very concept of violent crime is based on a Eurocentric perspective, it does not take into
What
account
is your definition of violent crime, and why is it racist?
I don't know why
You
you're
just
trying to
keep
change
saying you keep saying violent crime is race. Our term for violent crime. Well, what is racist about it? You have to define it first. You never defined your terms because you're fucking retarded.
It was made by white people. I don't know how much more proof you need.
Exactly. Calm it down. Shit. This woman is being profound.
Johnny is saying, "Give me my blanket." Jack is saying that word.
Since the very concept of violent crime is based on a Eurocentric perspective, it does not take into account the cultural differences and experiences of non-white communities. For example, some indigenous cultures may have different ways of resolving conflicts that do not involve severe levels of physical violence, but may still be considered violent by the current definition used in criminal justice. The same goes for trans folks and BIPOC in urban communities.
Look. If these cultures were so enlightened and so profound, they'd still be fucking around. But they weren't. They were defeated. You bend to the will of your conqueror. And guess what? You're with the guy that started conquering motherfuckers. So we're going to bend to their will. Now, look, these motherfuckers had to say, if you stabbed in the throat with a goddamn dagger, he's going to fucking get his friends and stab you. The same goes all the way around. The violent crime is Jesus fucking Christ, why am I arguing with a retard?
I mean, there you have it. It's just black people are inherently more violent, so we have to adjust to them. This
I can't put a pin in exactly how stupid you are until you admit how stupid you are to me. You have to define your terms.
Like, white people will get into an argument, black people will get into a knife fight. It's just, how they handle things. It's no better or worse than us. Whites love to act like a black woman speaking at a higher volume is a threat to their lives. Black women have to speak louder. It's the only way whites will even bother to listen to them or acknowledge their
That's
existence.
fucking shit.
I really wish she said, they have to speak louder in the movie theater.
All right, I will admit that at times my volume goes up. Half of that is because I'm losing hearing. Now, it's not something I honestly tell people because it's one of my flaws, and I really don't like the fact that
I don't know why you wouldn't tell people that, Tier. It would explain just about 90% of your appearances on Quippers United.
Well, I really don't like telling people that one. So I tend to get loud because I can't hear myself.
That's actually why old people yell a lot too.
Yeah.
So basically, black women operate under the Heisenberg principle, where they're only loud when observed.
There you go.
So if they're only around black people, they actually speak at a nice, proper volume.
That's a lie.
Okay. But inevitably, some Karen will equate this to being literally assault and call 911, putting BIPOC at risk of murder by cop for no reason.
God, I hate the term BIPOC. Honestly, it is literally one step away from saying color.
It's 2 steps away from saying colored people, because colored people, people of color. Now it's BIPOC.
Honestly, the only decent way to refer to black people is just to call them black people. Everything else is just like, it's like you're in your head, you're saying the word nigger and you want to avoid that. That's really what it reads as to me.
I like the Morgan Freeman approach. Stop calling me a black man. I'll stop calling you a white man. Just call you a man.
There you go. Oh, well, you can't call him a man. You have to call him a gender neutral term.
Fuck you. I'm using what you are, what I can say. You're a dude. You have a penis.
Wait. How do you know that? Where have you been looking, Tier?
I've seen his photos.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman did a lot of hardcore porn in his early days. One of the solutions to the problem of violent crime, therefore, is to make culture and community kinship a core consideration at the root of its definition. This would help us avoid stigmatizing and criminalizing behaviors that are acceptable within certain cultures, and instead
Jesus
focus
Christ.
on addressing the root causes of violence. Tossing out white supremacist language and white supremacist one-size-fits-all approaches will go a long way to nurture a nuanced and kind criminal justice system, and alleviate the
No. It shouldn't. The criminal justice system should be kind. It shouldn't be kind. It should be harsh. It should be designed to make you like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit again, because if I do, I'm gonna get thrown in here with these fucks. You know. So this bitch is crazy, and I bet you dollars to donuts, she will never have to live with the consequences of her words. If she got what she wanted, she would never have to live with the consequences of it. She'd be in a gated community somewhere, safe and sound, and possibly with armed guards. Oh well, it's happening over there, so it's all good.
That's kind criminal justice system and alleviate the many racial disparities therein. And it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Another
Okay. Here's the thought. So you don't want to tell us what the definition of violent crime is. Why don't you tell us what the new definition of violent crime is? What should violent crime be defined as? Huh?
Well,
Will you
whenever it's
tell
done
us?
by a black person, it's not violent. But whenever it's done by a white person, it's violent. There you go. I've solved the equation.
Yeah. We can see this being done in progressive cities like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, etc.
Great.
Pause.
Oh, sorry, I skipped a paragraph.
Oh, crap.
What?
No, because I had a point. Like, all the cities she pointed out are kind of in shitty places right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped a paragraph. Another move that would make an outsized impact is to get more diversity behind the bench in courtrooms. With more BIPIC sworn in as judges, the sentence can begin to fit the crime, regardless of skin color.
No,
I
Do you
thought
know?
the whole point was that it's because of skin color, but
no.
Do you know?
Don't you,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you know why black people have been known to get disproportionate sentences for minor drug offenses?
Because it's a repeat offense.
Because
Ding,
of black
ding, ding.
judges. It's because of black judges. Because black judges want to get the drug dealers out of their communities, and so they hand down disproportionately large sentences to drug dealers.
I got one better for you. Lady Justice is supposed to be blind. She doesn't care about skin color. She does not care about race or creed. She doesn't care about any of that shit.
Yes, she does.
She is harsh.
She absolutely cares about that.
yes, but now we know that colorblind is racist.
Yes.
Ah.
See?
That's actually why I'm allowed to say nigger. I'm colorblind.
Okay. And these BIPIC judges would be able to redefine the laws in their districts with language that is more inclusive and less oppressive. I don't think judges define the laws.
No,
I am above the law.
no, they don't. In fact, if they're doing that, then they're doing something illegal.
I mean,
Yes.
maybe if it's Judge Dredd, I don't know.
Are you Supreme Court judges? No? Oof.
We can see this being done in progressive cities like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, etc.,
Guess we're
where
not
it's
going
all
there
going
then, huh?
great.
Exactly. Those are bastions of tolerance and love with no murders or crimes whatsoever.
Yes,
They
they are their
just
own.
Streets.
They are their own Wakandas.
Yes, they're little mini Wakandas.
Yeah.
But until we pack more courtrooms with black judges, BIPIC will
Oh, they just
be
come out and say it.
Huh?
They just come out and say it. They're not hiding the ball here.
Uh-huh.
We need more nigger judges. There, I said
Yeah,
it.
that's basically she just came out and said it. We want to pack the courts.
Wait. would those be juggers then?
Mm.
No, jiggers.
Or nidges?
No, they're jiggers.
Jiggers.
What
I could use a few jiggers right now.
Well, we've already got one. Yeah, so.
Oh,
BIPIC will be at the mercy of racist laws enforced by white judges who benefit from these bigoted practices.
yeah.
If we don't make legal outcomes fair and just for BIPIC, we'll be leaving them no other option but to congregate in the only areas where they can get a fair trial, which is exactly what whites want: modern segregation, and they're already getting it in places like Baton Rouge.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wow.
Look, this is what I believe about that entire shit. Good for those people that decided to get the fuck out of that place. Good. If I could, I'd go there.
And the one comment is, this is specious logic. Because someone can, they must.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be against segregation. I mean, if you actually take a look at it, you got more black people that would like to have segregation than white people.
So in that entire article, she never defined what violent crime was, what is
What should be.
racist about the definition of violent crime, or what violent crime should be defined as, but she spoke an awful lot about the use of violent crime.
Jack, you gotta read between the penumbra. She is a scholar, and you're not seeing the wisdom of her words.
Definitions
every
are
other-
Eurocentric.
Exactly. See,
Like every
there you
other
go.
article that
Rock
we've
gets
seen
it.
of this type, they always make their little points but never justify them. So that's not a big surprise.
All right. Well, with the end of the first article comes the first game, and that is
Ooh.
Sad Libs Double Prompt Edition, where
B.
I'll take 4 headlines from Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys have to fill in those words in Mad Lib style, and then the chat will vote on which one is best. All right. So Jack, I need a male person possessive.
Ooh, do I dare Nick Recadas? Nick Recadas.
I thought
gotta-
everybody liked that guy. What happened?
I don't have any problem with him. I never watched his stuff. He seems okay. He's just got a drug problem, that's all. And it's kind of funny because he involved himself with the blood sports crowd, and frankly speaking, that was a big mistake.
Usually is.
Yeah, he fell in with a bad crowd.
Hmm.
All right. Moon, I need a living thing.
A living thing. How about a prostitute? Now read it first before you look at it. It's like, would that fit though, or is it going to be a really
No,
dumb
no,
sounding-
you don't get special treatment.
All right. Terry, I need a type of person.
Well, since Thierry's here, I think the answer is obvious. I've got to go with retard.
Fuck you.
Did anyone else think he was gonna say nigger?
Yeah. I
That
was
was
about
the
to
Yeah, I
say.
did
That's
too.
what I thought he was going to say.
That was the joke.
How about Nigtard?
Oh,
Ooh.
All right. Tier, I need a specific place.
Fuck it, the White House.
Okay. Let's see. And Moon, give me a place.
how about Tier's bedroom?
I think I remember how this one goes, so it's gonna be kind of fun. All right. Let's see. Terry, give me a past tense transitive verb.
Assaulted.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. Tier, give me a transitive verb.
Fuck.
how primitive.
Oh.
All right. And Jack, give me a living thing, plural.
This could get very dark. This could get very dark, Frosted. I'm gonna say children.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right.
We all know where this is going now.
All right, so let's see. Jax is Nick Rekieta's early gay life as a small-town boy in Tyr's bedroom.
Oh,
All right, Moon's my sweet revenge on the prostitute who assaulted my ass 35 years ago.
Nice.
assaulted by
Just Moonshock in, I spit on your grave. All right, and Terry's teaching the retard how to fuck an old man's cock.
Oh,
Damn.
oh,
Oh, that hurts.
Damn.
Let's see, and Tears. Israel will go to war with the White House if it doesn't end its plan of pushing children into the Sinai.
oh my god.
All right, so give me a sec to start a poll so the chat can vote on which one is best.
Kind of topical.
Yeah, a stiff competition this week.
By the way, the it's in the guest one is grammatically incorrect.
Yeah.
That should
Yeah,
be
that's
ITS. I know you
that's-
probably copy pasted, but
Yeah, that's actually from the article itself. That's not
yes,
me.
that person is a moron.
I think I would give it to Moonshock there.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think that Moonshot, it has an elegant simplicity to it.
I have to give it to Moonshock. Sorry.
Think about assaulting somebody's ass 35 years ago.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
isn't
kind
that
of
beyond the what is it? The statute of limitations?
I kind of like the simplicity of Terry's. Just teach a retard how to fuck cock. And
I
second-
probably would have given mine second place.
Second, I would probably go with Jax.
I didn't like Jack's one.
Yeah, I think that the Nick Rekieta didn't really fit in very well.
Mm.
No.
But again, Tyr's bedroom was kind of a shitty answer to that.
Whatever. I
But
thought it was
Tyr's
okay.
bedroom is the part that worked.
Yeah.
Yes.
A gay,
Well,
a
yes,
gay
I
little
know,
boy
but
in his
I'm
room?
saying that he had to say something, and the something should theoretically work with the first part.
Jack, stop being a fag.
And also, we got 38 viewers, but only 17 likes.
Oh, you.
I refuse to like until after Sad Libs.
All right, give it a few more seconds. Looks like Moon's in the lead, followed by Terry.
Of course.
Congratulations, Moon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive lead. It's pretty much given to Moon at this point.
All right, well, I'll end it there. So, looks like Moon wins.
Congratulations, Moon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice. Great. That was a big success.
Mhm.
All right. So, now on to our second article. The other January 6th.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Ben Ulancy?
How? What?
When?
Well, you couldn't find a real picture, so you got an AI picture?
Wait, I just love how everything's up in flames and there's smoke coming from all directions and it's like this sea of humanity.
Isn't it funny how isn't it funny how every single image that came from the media regarding January 6th was so obviously carefully curated to paint a very, very specific picture?
Of course.
And that if you look at literally any other photography of the day, it looks pretty much goofy or harmless.
Picture of this guy is in chat. He's a total soy boy.
Well, of course he is. He's writing for Medium.
Yeah.
Look, that's the look that says, "Hi, I touched my dog inappropriately."
No, he uses that dog to lure women into the back of his panel van.
Yeah. It
See,
says
that's-
free candy, but there's a line through candy and it says quickly scribbled dog.
Is that Elliot Rogers? That looks like Elliot Rogers. Huh. I could be wrong.
He looks like he would play a young terrorist. All right, let's see. On January 6, 2021, Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in an attempt to
Yeah.
delegitimize the results of the election.
That
They
is
hope to-
exactly what happened.
Heard it.
They hope to keep Trump in office through any means necessary. One 56-year-old Michigan woman who was present at the Capitol on January 6 explained the motives behind the failed coup d'etat simply, we weren't there.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I love how this coup d'etat had very little guns, had very little storming of the real important buildings, and I love how AOC died 8 times that day.
Yeah. I love how they keep trying to say, like, oh, there were armed people and stuff, and, like, there probably were some, but that just shows that it probably wasn't a real coup. Because
Yeah.
if they actually were trying to overthrow the government, why the hell would they not use the guns?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, so the woman who was there said, we weren't there to steal things, we weren't there to do damage, we were just there to overthrow the government.
X to doubt. X to fucking doubt.
I would like to see the source on this particular quote.
Well,
and also,
I actually looked at the source, and the woman who said it never actually went in the building.
Eh,
and also, if they were there to overthrow the government, then that would have been the most gunless overthrow of a government that we've ever seen. And this is the United States, so a lot of people have guns. So I will have to, like, again, that I'm definitely gonna call that
you
bullshit.
don't just go straight to guns. You ask nicely, and then you escalate as necessary.
Oh, so you barge into Congress while they're doing their little election review and be like, "Excuse me, but can we overthrow the government now?"
Yes.
please?"
No, go away.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, we have grievances we would like addressed.
Yeah, it's like we know that you're deciding the next president and approving it, but we would still like to overthrow the government. Is that okay?
Step 1, shit on Pelosi's desk. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, new government.
Profit.
And then you just say, look, we have a permit, and it's the one from that show where it just says I can do what I want.
Yep.
Matt Barnes, it was super duper scary, you guys.
The resultant chaos was
Serial.
The resultant chaos was undeniably serious, and any objective analysis of the footage from the day reveals as much plainly. Guillotines were erected.
What?
Hold on. Wait. They said a guillotine was erected, right? A guillotine was erected. Like, how?
You don't hang somebody on a guillotine, dipshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hang Mike Pence
and
was
the
chanted.
gallows. and the gallows couldn't hang a midget.
No.
Yeah.
Gunsky would swing free from that one. God.
I would like to see them try to hang someone with a guillotine.
That would be very interesting.
And elected politicians had to run for their lives as the Capitol was besieged.
Yes, someone
yes.
had to go back an hour later and do their job. Yeah.
We've heard all this before. We've heard this ad nauseum for years now. You're not convincing anyone. People aren't afraid to say that it's bullshit anymore. Your story's bullshit.
Gunsky,
And
he's
what's more-
forgetting the best part.
Listen,
AOC was killed that day. She died.
This
They
is what
stole
we-
the building and stabbed her.
this is
We're
what
not
we need to-
afraid.
Oh
We're
my
not
God.
afraid to say that January 6th, the January 6th narrative as presented by the media is a total lie. We're not afraid to say that Joe Biden cheated to win the 2020 election.
And
You're
there
not
goes
going to
Buffett Channel.
scare us. You're not going to scare us into not admitting these things anymore.
Well, thank you, Frosty. Your channel's fucked. So,
What'd you say,
You
Terry?
know,
Oh no, I just said basically what T just said, which is there goes Frosted Channel.
you know what I was thinking about when you were talking, Jack? It's like January 6th, brought to you by Pfizer.
The rotunda was ransacked, and personal belongings and confidential documents were stolen from government officials' offices.
There were no confidential documents stolen, you stupid fuck.
They stole
they-
Pelosi's podium and her liquor stash.
They stole the documents and planted them in Joe Biden's garage.
Right,
There you go.
right.
No, they stole
big
Pelosi's liquor
conspiracy.
stash. That is very confidential.
Oh, one big conspiracy.
The insurrection is understandably one of the issues to which Democrats are the quickest to point when tallying up the list of things that Trump and his supporters have done wrong. But one of the most notable things about our political climate is that the tensions run incredibly high on both sides of the aisle. As the right has drifted further right, the left has drifted further to the left.
Nope, that is not how that has worked. The left had drifted so far left that it literally pulled everyone right. The Overton window is so fucking skewed that fucking liberal people are starting to look like right wing. Like, you guys have gone so far off the deep end that having basic fucking common sense makes you right. The fuck?
And widening this schism even further are the news channels we watch and the content on social media we consume. Our algorithms have been meticulously providing us with material designed to engage and provoke since well before even the 2016 election. These apps understand our political affiliations and vulnerabilities, and how to exploit them. They've tried and true means for pushing us to further extremes, and they do it to generate profits for themselves. There's a festering animosity and distrust of our opponents that runs deep for both Democrats and Republicans.
See, that's why I hate both of them.
Equally. Exactly.
It's hard to imagine that if Trump had won in 2020, either legitimately or otherwise, that
If
some
he did.
I thought you weren't supposed to say an election wasn't legitimate, but no. Well.
It was
No,
safe
I'm
and secure. It was,
Hillary Clinton.
that election was fortified. No shenanigans whatsoever. You
No,
two don't hurt me.
Hillary Clinton is allowed to dispute the 2016 election, but that's the only election denial that is permitted.
Yeah.
Oh, and Stacey Abrams is.
Stacey Abrams, the fucking Al Gore swears up and down he won.
But those are the only exceptions.
Mhm.
That's okay. That some Democrats wouldn't have been incensed enough to storm the Capitol themselves. 1 million people
did.
might have. Yeah, just not on the right occasion. 1 million people might have descended down on Washington D.C.
They did.
I don't remember that happening. I don't know what you're talking about. When the pandemic was raging and the election was still a hanging uncertainty, my father soberly warned that this might be the first time in his life we'd all need to take to the streets and protest. Standing at a pudgy 5'2", it was difficult words.
The fuck is he, a dwarf?
It was difficult words, his words seriously.
Wait, pause. Hold on. I'm still getting at the pudgy 5'2". Your father's a fucking dwarf?
Look, he's just trying to words his words. What?
Yeah. Words need wording. All right.
Wordily.
But even then, there was no denying the extremes Democrats were willing to entertain if it meant avoiding a continued Trump rule.
So, wait a minute. You hold on. You just admitted that there were no extremes they were willing to entertain. So that means they would have stopped at nothing short of probably murdering the man oh God, Jesus Christ, these people are fucking insane.
If Trump had won the election, it's hard to If Trump had won the election, it's hard to imagine that Democrats wouldn't have valiantly fought the results. But that isn't to say that they would have been wrong for protesting the despot's usurpation of our government. Only
it's okay when you do it because it's a valiant fight. It is a just cause. You are morally right. But when someone else does, they're vile. They are wrong for saying that Joe Biden didn't win.
But
hypocrite.
we haven't gotten to the good part yet. All right. Only the Democrats can't pretend to be totally apathetic to these strong feelings about our political moment. We're all passionate about our future, but some of our passions are rooted in conspiracy. One of one of the strange things about having an authoritarian run in a democratic election is that it renders the sorts of equivalencies that are drawn between our two parties void. Leftism isn't faultless. If America's most far-leaning progressives had their way, cancel culture may become the law of the land. But the danger that the country's far right poses is an existential threat to the future of our very institutions.
No, it's not. It. All right. Okay. I will openly admit that there are some loonies on both sides of the aisle. Like clearly, a lot more loonies on your side than there is on mine. Like I'm not the one trying to cut kids' dicks off. Just saying. Not on this side of the aisle.
If Trump wins in 2024, it may well result in comparable actions from Democrats as we saw the Republicans attempt in 2021. And if they did carry something similar out, as strange and hypocritical as it may seem to say, their actions would be righteous.
Yeah, of course they will.
Again, there it is. There literally it is. It is valiant when we do it. It is a righteous cause. We are noble and just in our anger and our fury. And he's a monster that must be stopped. However, when we do
it's
it,
basically we're good people, so if we do something, it's good.
yes. Fuck this guy.
It's just the meme, like, you January 6th because you're pissed. I January 6th because I'm a fag. We are not the same. Whether Trump or Biden wins in 2024, civil conflict and unrest are almost inevitable, and a Machiavellian ends justify means approach will present for many as the only viable path forward. It isn't only Republicans who would fight for their vision of the future. Democrats would too. The lives lost in ensuring Trump can't take office, or that he's removed from office if he should get that far, are something that much of the free world would ultimately consider justified.
No, it would. Like you are openly suggesting the violent takeover of a. All right, okay, I say this because it is the best example of what I'm trying to illustrate. In the show DS9, Odo said to Keanu Reeves, the problem with giving someone the power to vote is they sometimes make the wrong choice.
Sometimes.
Now, I'm just saying, like the people that voted in Biden, if they'd have known, if they had foresight and could see what he was going to do now versus when they voted for him, you think they'd have voted for him?
No,
Some would have, but some wouldn't have.
The problem with January 6th is that they didn't kill enough people.
Yeah, but my point is, you guys are justifying the murder of a duly elected or the potential murder of a duly elected president because you don't like the fact that he wasn't your choice. You are justifying, you are becoming the monsters you are pretending to fight because, he's a monster.
He's a threat to democracy, which apparently oppresses black people, according to President Biden.
But see, the problem is they forget that men die. And as long as men die, liberty will never perish. Trump has 4 years. Even if he attempted to enshrine himself as king of our nation, there are so many checks and balances that would block him. Like, the moment he tried to even get a crown forged, there would be somebody yeah, fuck you, impeached.
Yeah, and those checks and balances are Democrats who would January 6th and start killing people. That's the way the system has to work.
Like our nation was built on the protecting of defending against a tyrant monarch, and that's what we have. There are checks and balances to power. No one branch of government has full control. Each branch of government can essentially wall the other. Like that's why the president has veto power against, say, Congress. If he decides that the law is unjust, he can wall it. He can say, no, it doesn't pass. I'm using a veto. In the same token, Congress can do the same to him. And in the same token, the judiciary can do the same to both of them. It is how our government is meant to work. There are checks and balances that protect against this shit. And you are trying to bypass the system because the person that is in charge of one branch you don't like.
Yeah,
This is why our country is in such dire straits.
But it's much easier to kill people. So whatever laws are broken in order to guarantee that this tyrant can't take power democratically would likely be viewed in the grand arc of history as necessary. Whatever chaos ensues would be greeted as the pandemonium that comes by default when tyrants fall.
And that's the problem.
There's a level of brutality that's considered justified when it's perpetrated against the side of tyranny. And Trump is a tyrant, even if a bumbling and incipient one. The idea that Democrats could actually rise to remove Trump if he takes power again, though, remains dubious. It's hard to foresee that the left will attempt to sow change through weapons and militias in the same way as their political counterparts. But there's no predicting precisely what kind of turmoil might occur surrounding this year's election. The best path forward for our country is the one where high criminals like Trump can peacefully find their way to jail cells. But the possibility of the 45th president paying for his crimes without violence, sweeping the streets, appears increasingly unlikely. So
I wish they would just come out and say that they just want to kill the man, and stop pretending like what they're doing is the best course of action, to perceived crimes.
Not necessarily kill him, just kill whoever you have to make sure he stays out of office.
Exactly.
Yeah. So judges and prosecutors have been put in the awful position where they can either throw up their hands and give in to a flagrantly unequal system of justice on what's likely the grandest stage of the world has ever known, or risk harm coming to their families and contend with the nationwide fallout that would emerge from the country's highest profile criminal going to jail. The scenario where Biden wins this election by a wide enough margin to preserve democracy for the foreseeable future is beginning to appear increasingly unlikely. And whether Biden wins narrowly or wins by a landslide, Trump and his supporters are poised to protest the results. Those sons of bitches.
Biden is losing hands like in every metric, in every poll, except for a few. He is fucking up.
But do you notice how nobody cares? Notice how the powers that be don't care?
Yeah.
No.
Like there's no way in hell he could win. Like if he wins, it would be all in question.
Yeah. Biden cares about the people and democracy, which is why he doesn't want any people there at the debates.
Exactly. But I do think Trump is going to win because the amount of cheating that they would need to do to not have him win would be more than they can get away with.
And I've said it multiple times, but if Biden actually wins, no one right of Stalin would actually believe that this election was legitimate.
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
Yeah. There's a lot of theories, conspiracy theories. I actually listened to Alex Jones about it, and he goes that short of a war happening, like the U.S. entering the war with Ukraine against Russia, so that he can pull some militaristic bullshit. It's like, oh, we're delaying elections because of the conflict, similar to what Zelensky is doing over in Ukraine.
It would never fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I'm just wondering, what if the plan is not to have Joe Biden win the election? What is the plan? Because the last time was riots everywhere and deliberately causing chaos in the streets.
Well, yeah, I mean, they also had the pandemic too, the scamdemic, whereas they had all those mail-in ballots that they could easily commit a whole bunch of fuckery on.
No,
you don't have that same thing this time.
The plan is to destroy the United States.
Of course.
It doesn't really matter. Like Biden's not going to win, but that's okay. They can just rile the left up so that they destroy the country anyway. It's like they don't have good intentions. They aren't trying to push forward a progressive utopia. That's just the bullshit that they tell people so that they'll do what they want. What they want is to destroy the United States.
It's
I
for
think
the
they
greater
overplayed their
good,
hand.
Terry. It's for the
If
greater good.
anything, it demonstrates without a question that while Republicans may be spineless and ineffectual, Democrats are not interested in the betterment of society in any way.
No,
Well, they're a cult. They like most of them. Like how close do you have to be? How many times do you gotta get your hand smacked to learn that the stove is hot? You know,
7.
Well,
7.
probably several for Aaron Bushnell.
But at some point, like if you look at everything, your dollar is worth less. There are criminal gangs walking your streets and stealing your jobs and making your life just fucking worse. And everybody that's not doing anything has a D next to his name. They're trying to tell you, oh, it's good. Everything's fine. The planet isn't burning. We're all doing well. The president is a fucking potato. Sorry, evolved potato. It's a fucking potato.
No, evolved potato is evolved from a potato. So he's not. He's
I
not
didn't want to
still a
insult
potato.
potatoes.
But Biden is a devolved potato.
Yes.
He's like the single-celled organism that led to the potato.
There you go.
No,
It's-
I guess my biggest question is how in the hell would he be able to succeed in being reelected? You just can't see it. You really
Biden?
can't. Yeah.
You can't. There's no way.
Short of a major amount of fuckery, how in the hell would he survive?
No, he can't. Like that's what I
Well,
was saying before.
I mean, their best
Major fuckery was always the plan. The plan was never to get Joe Biden elected legitimately.
No,
It certainly wasn't the last election. I mean, remember, this is the guy who literally campaigned with no platform.
Yeah.
He campaigned from his basement. Now they got him out because the way Trump has literally forced him to go outside, and we can all see his failings. Like, remember that shit with the kids and the black kids with the chicken? Who put that shit together?
The press asked Joe Biden questions about his platform during the campaign, and you might remember he said this. He said, "You'll find out." He said, "You'll find out what my platform is once I get elected."
Well, and also the fact that he already had everything set up to say the office of the president-elect. There's no such office yet. He had all the stuff printed up and everything by the time he was president-elect.
Oh, remember they shut that shit down, and Trump.
That's a lot of
pissed him off?
preparation, as far as I'm concerned.
But basically, his only chance is one of the 500 bullshit charges actually working and getting Trump in jail, and also keeping him too busy so he can't campaign as much.
From running.
Thing is, though, even without campaigning, he's still way a fuck ahead of Biden.
But even if one of those bullshit charges goes through, the founders did not put provisions to ensure that even from jail he could run. If we could have a prisoner president.
There is no way in hell they will put him in a jail cell ever. That will not happen.
I mean, if they did and he won, it would be like the most badass president having to be president from jail.
Yeah.
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 I think
Air
it
Force
was-
One, they would have to give him time off to go to G7 meetings.
No, I think it would be better if he didn't pardon himself. He just stayed in jail and still led the country from prison.
No, just build his own jail. That's like all elaborate and gold and shit.
It will be the greatest jail ever.
Technically, if he was elected from jail, couldn't he just pardon himself?
Depending on
he shouldn't. He can,
no,
but he
no.
shouldn't. I think it would be better if he
Well,
didn't.
Well, I think
It
the
depends
charges
on
in
the
Georgia,
jurisdiction.
I think the charges in Georgia, even the president is not able to,
pardon
veto
Pardon.
or
Pardon, yeah.
pardon, yeah.
That's why they were trying to really push the Georgia case, because in Georgia state law it blocks him. However, everything everywhere else, he could do it, especially if the Jack Smith case and the Jack Smith shit. It's a federal case. He could pardon himself.
All right, let's okay. Not only has Trump already begun to plant familiar seeds of denialism, as he did in his 2020 campaign, but laws have been passed throughout the country to ensure that Republican leaders can decertify the results of Democratic elections within their states should they disagree with the outcomes. Many have a hard time grasping what civil war in this country might look like, but a reality that's begun to rear its ugly head more and more in recent months and years is that our tenuous democracy may not exist for much
We're
longer.
not a democracy. We're a republic.
No, they say it all the time. We have to be a democracy. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they wouldn't say it.
They say
Whether-
a lot of shit that ain't true.
Whether it will endure the blows this coming decade has in store, let alone this year's election, is an uncertainty. And what would happen if it were to collapse completely is awful beyond most of our understanding. Some days as a Democrat, it feels as though we're holding out for a lofty miracle. The future
And also
in which...
hero.
Yes.
I'm holding out for a hero.
No, that's Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler.
She's doing that. The future in which Trump's Republican Party recedes is unlikely to come about without a conflict. The chances of our government surviving to see another century are beginning to feel like the sort of long shot only home in Hollywood movies.
No, our country whether our country remains our country will be the question. But
It's not going to.
It won't. It is fundamentally changed, and they're trying to change it even further to alter it. Like the electoral college. Flyover states would literally become flyover states. They wouldn't fucking matter in a popular election. Like,
well, let me tell you something about that.
over.
On the subject of the electoral college, when Trump won, my mother, she was like, "Oh my God, we need to abolish the electoral college because it's not fair to the person who wins the popular vote." It's okay now.
Look, all right. There's a reason why the electoral college exists.
Yes, we are aware of that.
Yes,
Yes, because it's evil, and it was put in place by evil people who just want to keep Hillary Clinton out of office.
Yes, absolutely, and
it's
they knew that
democracy.
200 years before the case. You know.
It's not democracy, and if something is not democracy, it is inherently evil.
Yeah,
exactly. Makes sense. I'm learning something new every corner.
Okay, but not all movements end violently. Sometimes they quietly fizzle out and become relegated to chapters of history books. What this year's election season will ultimately bring is anyone's best guess. If there's one thing we can all agree is true of America's political climate, it's that it's in near constant flux. Americans are myopic. The read in the room can be very different in May than it can be in October and November. The economy may be final deciding factor in whether our country votes in an authoritarian. But when both
yes, if Biden gets in, they voted in an authoritarian puppet.
But when both of our candidates are octogenarians or octogenarian adjacent, it's no guarantee what either of the two will even live to see Inauguration Day. And if they live to see that momentous day in January of 2025, it will mark the third consecutive inauguration of the oldest president in United States history. It's a bizarre truth that the 81-year-old Biden may be our country's best chance to avoid slipping away into tyranny or anarchy.
Sorry. Something stupid got caught in my throat.
It's called mute.
Yeah, I was going to say, there is a mute button, you know.
It was a fake cough.
That you should have muted for. That's what
Exactly.
we're saying.
But should he succeed or fail, Americans may need to begin anticipating the fallout. Our democracy is feeble, and its final days may arrive before we're ready.
Okay. You're still an idiot, but that changed.
He is.
All right. So January 6th was bad, but if Trump wins, we may have to January 6th him.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It,
definitely.
it is noble when we do it. It is vile when you do it. It is noble when it is righteous and just and moral. And you are savages.
Yeah. All right.
Tyr, would you like one of our white cards?
Yes. Because clearly on your side of the aisle is all the good shit.
Well,
And
I haven't received mine, and it's been 50 years, so you might have to wait a little longer.
And now, with the end of the second article, comes the second game, which is for the chat only. Boobs.
oh,
Is he even here? He hasn't said much.
He was waiting for people to stop reiterating the same bullshit about January 6th.
sorry.
And that is the caption contest, where I'll show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it. And whichever one we like best, I'll tweet out after the show. So,
Oh, I have a better idea. I was just thinking, instead of a white card, can we give Tira a red card?
Oh,
what,
Can I just say, Can I just say, Frosted? If this is Skibbity Biden, I'm gonna throw up.
I don't know what you're referring to, but
you are better off.
this week we got
Oh,
the
no,
good
no, no.
old...
We have to ruin this for Frosted. We have to show him Skibbity Biden.
We got the good old... We got the good old Gettysburg Address.
Yeah, nice.
I wish I could take credit for that, but that's not my job.
Frosted. Why didn't you put a Street Fighter versus screen in between the two of them?
Yeah.
Can I just say, I think that everyone in this photo is an asshole.
Pretty much.
Some more than others.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna dunk on the left by making fun of her eyelashes.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene is at best entertaining sometimes.
Willard Forge, round one, fight!
I actually have one major grievance against Marjorie Taylor Greene, and that is her initials. Because every time I say MTG, I think they're talking about magic, and they're not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. What you mean? Y'all don't wash your chicken? No, don't go in there. The killer's in there. Let's see. I challenge you to a chicken eating contest. I want to speak to your manager. No, I want to speak to your manager. Are you seriously telling me that you don't hear that smoke detector?
No. Yep.
Wait. James
That's
Colley,
the-
2 Trailer Park Girls go round the outside.
That's the winning one so far.
Yeah. And the best, like, when MTG did that, like, they could have just been like, you're acting like a fool, but instead they go, oh, hell no.
Oh, and I also loved how AOC went all ghetto. Girl, or
Baby
whatever.
girl.
Yeah, baby girl.
Let's see. We need our weave. I was told we was having KFC. The fuck's a gyro?
Euro.
Let's see. What yous mean? Yous don't wear no weave? When coworkers sync their cycles. Two
girls, one Congress.
All right, that's pretty
That's
good.
pretty clever.
Yeah, I'll give it a few more seconds.
I'm torn. There's some good ones in there.
Oh, no, I think Camels is a clear winner for me.
No, the smoke.
Camels is the funniest, but an honorary, whatever you call it, for Rotten Corpse.
Yeah.
Cat fight
Congress.
All right. Well, I think I'll end it there. So, what are you guys going with?
Hey, Camel.
Hey, Camel.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Hey Camel too.
You don't
But
have to.
Rotten's is pretty
Whatever
good.
you
2
want.
girls, one Congress.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make it unanimous. But Rotten was a close second, but gotta go with Hate Camel.
What do you mean you don't hear the smoke detector?
Congratulations.
All right.
Well, it's true. I mean, Tier, we haven't heard yours yet, but
Well, you know what it is? I think we've just been watching T stream so many times that we can't hear it either.
yeah.
Y'all drowned it out like I did.
There it is.
Silly bird.
All right. And as promised, now I'll reveal the new merch that'll be in the stores in a second.
Woo woo.
Designed by our
Brand
own,
muffin flavored brand muffins.
designed by our own I Like Boobs / Jack Gunsky / Clippers United.
Oh wow, doxing much?
I know.
Hey,
And whenever you feel down in life, it's always good to think about words of wisdom. And that's why we have a quote from our good friend, Ship.
What the
Shit.
hell?
You may remember Ship. You may remember Ship as the being who identifies as Ship and who can only say Ship in our
Yes.
story where we learned about the drone.
Oh my god, yes.
So, let's see. I'll make the listing public in a second, I think. And we have shirts, hoodies. You can get a large canvas of it to put up in your room because let's face it, it's still better than Live, Laugh, Love.
It is.
True.
Because it's Ship.
And along with other products. So let's see. Okay, just okay. It should
Boobs,
be
you outdid
public.
yourself.
What?
I said Boobs outdid himself. That is one of the best products I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to do Comic Sans, but I said, Jack, you can design your own font.
I drew the letters in a CAD program, so those are hand drafted.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
that makes
not
it worth even
hand-drafted.
more then, right?
And also, as promised, I will give the coupon code where you can get 10% off at the corner store for the next 24 hours, I believe. It ends on Sunday. Using the coupon code SHIP.
Wow.
You mean it wasn't niggas in? Oh man.
Oh.
So type in the coupon code SHIP and you should be able to get any product for 10% off.
What?
What?
Oh, Frost, Branula is upset there's no pipe, what do you call it? Pint product available.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not sure it lends itself to a pint glass.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll make
Ap-
one. Who
appar-
knows?
Apparently, it lends itself to a mug. I
Jack
feel like
has-
that was the ultimate twist of the knife.
Jack has issues with mugs.
Yes.
Ship.
But there
Chip.
you go. So get in on it because it expires Sunday, I believe. So
Oh.
all right.
Apparently, BG was talking about Satsu. He lived in some apartments, and someone else's ceiling bird went off. And he's
Ceiling
like, I know
bird?
what the fuckers are thinking that ain't mine.
Ceiling bird.
I like that.
All right. Anyway, on to our third article.
Yay.
Black America has a problem.
Eh,
Oh dear.
is it spelling?
It's spelling.
Oh,
Jordan
man,
McGowan.
you figured it out, Terry. Now I can't do the article. Oh.
Let's see here.
At a time when talks of civil war grace U.S. mainstream media, it would serve us as African/Black people inside of America to understand the politic and psychological warfare being waged on our people here within the empire. It is my earnest.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, if that became our national anthem, I'd be fine with it.
You pretty much, yeah, hell yeah.
It is
Okay,
my,
our author's picture is in chat.
Yeah.
He's a douchebaggy looking black guy.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he got 8 baby mamas.
isn't that
That
one of the guys
beard.
that isn't that one of the guys that Jussie Smollett hired?
No.
That's okay. It is my earnest opinion that this warfare is being waged primarily through what I've written about as the Black Elite, a group of neo-house niggas whose primary
Yeah.
job is to keep the rest of the African black population in line by glorifying a life of the best of what America has to offer. A
See,
freedom-
What the fuck is America?
because he's black and he still spells nigger wrong. Like he's allowed to use the proper spelling.
yeah.
No, hold on. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is America. Like I've never heard of America.
No. It's Joe Biden saying it. He's got a stutter.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's
That's how they
he's
say
a,
it in Soviet. That's how they said it in Soviet Russia.
he's a big fan of Billy Joel, and he wants to buy a Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
But Terry, I thought that Joe Biden described America in one word.
True, no,
Not
number pressure.
The Himalayas.
Howard Johnson is right. Okay. A freedom that can be purchased and displaying that we can also work for what they have earned. Diddy was a major player in the black elite stratosphere.
Oh,
And yet
Jesus Christ.
And yet we still see Diddy catching the wrath of the Empire's forces. I am
Wait
an
a
abolition.
minute.
You know,
Diddy was a character in Donkey Kong. Are we sure we want to be calling a black person Diddy? That sounds racist.
Well, it was P. Diddy, and P. Diddy is Black Epstein.
yeah,
Sure, but
you know that
naming him after an ape from a video game seems kind of
Well-
sketchy.
Technically, does he predate? I think he does.
you know that things are getting serious when Diddy gets involved.
I prefer
Dixie
Dixie.
was always better because she had the helicopter hair.
Exactly.
And yet we still see Diddy catching the wrath of the Empire's forces. I'm an abolitionist and hate the pigs, but if I'm being
Yeah.
honest, there was still a little human satisfaction out of the fact that Diddy is being exposed.
Wait a minute. He said he's an abolitionist, but looking at your picture, I did not know that. I could not have guessed.
Okay, but abolition of what? Because abolitionist just means you want to abolish something.
Well, I
It
mean,
doesn't actually-
nowadays, I think abolitionist means you want to abolish prisons.
Okay.
And everything else.
Is-
A
And-
lot of
but-
I mean, slavery's already been abolished, so it's a bit late to that party.
Wait a minute, Tari.
I
If you
just-
read the next line, it says and hate the pigs. So he hates cops. So he's one of those pigs in a blanket frying like bacon.
No.
Types.
Maybe he's just Muslim and doesn't like pork.
I'm just
You're right.
wondering how fast would society collapse if they actually did manage to abolish prisons? I'm just curious.
Very, very quickly.
We would go from civilization to Mad Max in maybe 5 weeks.
it would work out fine.
No. You just need more social workers. It's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
But again, Diddy is a capitalist, and there is no such thing as a good capitalist.
Does he
It
have
does-
a mental speech problem? Is this author okay? I mean, African.
But baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Damn it, you took my line.
I think he's a Mortal Kombat fan, and he's like just overdoing the case.
Yeah.
No, he's doing the combo breaker.
The Frosted, the author needs educating. Go to school.
He needs learning.
It doesn't matter if he is African or not. A capitalist is a capitalist, and that is an enemy of our people.
Shouldn't that have been African?
Maybe this guy's just
Ken is gonna kill me.
maybe this guy's just really cold, so he's like shivering.
As he's typing it, he just keep hitting that K key.
Guys, it's so cold in here. Ch- ch-
Poor Nick
Okay.
Cicada.
But until recently, Diddy has been propped up by the Empire. He was given awards and titles and revered by millions of followers on social media. But memberships
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Imperial Empire had black officers and shit like that. Wow, they didn't show that in Star Wars.
Well, no, they're all British. Yeah. But membership in the Black Elite comes at the cost of your soul. It comes with turning your eyes to all the evils of capitalism and our colonizers, because, well, the money is worth it. Is that why you can't? Is that why you look our people right in the eyes? In their eyes?
I have $20 and I'm willing to place it down that given the chance, he would jump at a chance to be where Diddy is. Not now, but when Diddy was on the top of the world. He would sell his soul in a heartbeat.
I subscribe to the Chris Rock philosophy where I wouldn't trade places with him and he's rich.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be black.
people like, but I'm saying people like this person here is envious. He only lashes out because he's jealous. It is jealousy that fuels him. You know, he could give
that's
two
with
shits.
everyone on the left. That's their underlying
Moonshock, Randy.
jealousy, or envy rather.
Let's see. These house niggas have been telling us who they are lining with.
No, that's his Nick Gas. I don't know what he's doing weird.
I don't know what Nick Gas is.
Well, it's when you can't use the Nig Electric, you need to use the Nig Gas.
If you want to flood a crowded theater, you flood it with gas.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned something new again.
Have you seen the price of Nagas these days?
That's why there's so many Jews around. You can't afford to gas them anymore.
Frosted.
It's three.
It's about $3.50.
And the sad part is you're not far off.
That's literally what it is.
About $3.50.
It's a little less where I am, but you know that changes day by day. And I admit, at one time I too was naive. But damn, y'all, are we really willfully turning a blind eye to what these people are doing in the world?
Yes.
I personally cannot. I cannot continue.
Where's the K's? It should have been KKK and not.
I cannot.
Or maybe he's like really Jewish and it's like, I cannot.
I am.
You fucked up continue as well.
I cannot continue to support an artist who I know is actively working against our people. This may cause a massive issue, but y'all's queen is an op. Beyonce is a house nigga. Her and her Uncle Ruckus ass husband are house niggas. And if you
again, he would trade places with them in a heartbeat, given the chance. Jealousy and contempt.
And if you have smoke for me, Tier, translate.
If you have quarrel with me.
Okay. And if you have smoke for me, please let me hear it, because I would love for you to explain to me how she brought so much pride and joy and dignity for black wompsin, femmes, and non-cis folks through her music.
What the fuck is a womps?
Don't you remember a time when people spoke fucking English?
Yes. Pepper Farms remembers.
That was the before time, the long ago.
Yeah.
Would that be something as dumb as saying you put him on blast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Through her
I don't speak Phoenix.
Man, I spoke Jack. Remember, I dug her rap.
Let's see. Through her music, that it doesn't matter that she has historically not paid fair wages and salaries for people in those same communities. or how
The
her
fuck?
or how her cosplaying the Black Panther Party at the Super Bowl outweighs her draping herself head to toe in the bloodiest flag known to human history.
The fuck?
The Chinese
Sto-
one?
No, the other one.
Stalin's flag?
Oh, the
No.
USSR flag. Got it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
there it is.
Stoically holding the flag of a genocidal imperialist empire that has been charged with and convicted of genocide.
Nigeria?
Rwanda?
A flag of a government responsible for the harassment, terror, surveillance, infiltration, sabotage, destruction, framing, murdering, and exiling of our people's movement for freedom.
Oh,
I got Cuba. She had the Cuban flag.
Israel. Got it.
What?
no, it's
What?
Australia. It's I know that's Australia's policy.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Good one, Terry.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You and your genocidal Aussies.
yeah. Well, what do you think? There's no more problems with emus.
Yeah.
And what do you think happened in Whack Whack?
Yeah.
Remember Whack Whack?
Responsible for the danger and paranoia my family, my comrades with a K, and myself live
My
under daily...
comrades?
So why only 1K? What happened to the other two? I think
Yeah,
he's
My
looking-
comrades.
I think Terry was right. I think this guy has something to do with Mortal Kombat.
I think so.
Wait, hold on. I'm still trying to figure out why is he insulting the Cuban flag like that? You know, Castro was a good man, and Sillenberg. Oh,
See,
sorry.
if you'd said Cuban fag, I would have thought you were talking about Trudeau.
Yeah.
Because he's descended from a Cuban.
He is.
No, but he's actually an Arab, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know. Beyonce and Jay-Z, just like Diddy and so many others, are part of the black elite class, designed to keep our people's hopes and dreams tied into America's continuation. Although any worthwhile study of liberation struggle should indicate to us that there is no way to become free without resisting the forces keeping you from that freedom. Surviving colonialism will take resistance, and that means actively working towards the destruction of America, not propping up the American flag on your new cover art. But again,
No, you know what? I just figured something out. I realized how slavery got abolished. They said black people should be free, and everyone was like, "Shit, I don't want to pay for them." Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I understand now.
Yeah, so they got tricked. Is what I'm saying.
But again, the black elite are here to keep the African black masses in line with the plantation's production plan. And the black elite will continue to take many different shapes and positions during the next few
They're doing a
years
fucked up job of it.
as the U.S. empire fights to hold on to some sense of global power. It will most effectively target hip-hop and popular African black music. Take Beyonce.
No one gives a damn.
Take Beyonce and J. Cole, for example. Beyonce
Who?
went from... Huh?
J. Cole. Who the fuck is J. Cole?
Beyonce was the chick in Austin Powers 3.
I know who Beyonce is.
And how come it's not spelled with a K? It should be Bianchi.
It should be J. Cole.
Yeah.
Beyonce went from getting us in formation to return to the continent and reminding us that black is king to proudly supporting
King.
to proudly supporting America and isn't real. That's so clever. In just a
Wow.
matter of a few years.
Oh my god. Just I don't mind the ridicule bit. Just can you at least be a little more clever about it and not use the dumbest shit imaginable?
No. I don't think you get it. Isn't real sounds similar to Israel, but it suggests that it's an illegitimate state.
I get it. I get it now.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
No.
That's genius.
I know.
Holy shit. What
He belongs
the
in
fuck?
Mesa.
Man, this is the equivalent of jerk store.
This is a think tank piece here.
You know what it reminds me of is I forget what movie it was because I haven't actually seen it, but I know about this line where two characters are, I don't know, I think they're in a gunfight or whatever, and one's like wants to give up, and the other says, "Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?" It's just such a stupid thing. Like it's on that same level.
That just reminded me of a stand-up comedian who's saying he's got a gun and he likes to shoot cans with it. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans.
African.
All right, let's see. To proudly supporting America and isn't real in just a matter of a few years. Early Cole reminded us to embrace our scholar poets. Traditional African shit, right? I love how he went from...
Wait a minute. I want to know which scholar poets came out of Africa.
I love how he went from we're scholar poets to...
Camel has said in chat that it was Johnny Depp talking to Danny Trejo in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, is the line that you're thinking of.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I just know about that line. I like how he goes from saying we're scholar poets to traditional African shit.
Yes.
Yes, because that's what a scholar poet would say.
Yeah.
But New Cole, this nigga sounds like he had Future writing his bars. I assume Future is a pop music guy.
I'm assuming too.
And I'm assuming that New Cole is like the less successful one before they bring back Cole Classic.
The substance just seemed missing. And maybe that because the black elite are changing their methods of relating to us. Which could be a reason why we are seeing an influx of black mayors in major cities, almost always simultaneously timed up with more money for the pigs and genocidal policies. How can policies like Sacramento's Measure O, spot shotters in Sacramento and Baltimore, and cop cities popping up all over the U.S.
Wait a minute. All right, two things. There is no such thing as spot shotter in Baltimore.
I don't know what spot shotter is.
So it's shots fodder, actually, and it's when you fire a gun, it's like the little things by streetlights that alert the police that gunfire has been fired, and in Baltimore does not exist.
And Camel has said, Future is the guy from the meme reading the book Why Women Deserve Less. So I like him now. I didn't know who he was. He seems pretty cool.
Let's.
And here's a T. You're gonna have to answer me this. What's the sound of the police?
Boop boop. Sorry, I couldn't help it. God damn it.
See, he knows.
It's also a town in Australia.
And a clown. And also a clown.
Yeah. And cop cities popping up all over the U.S. empire be concealed without the protection of these house niggas that will allow our people to keep our focus on fitting in and becoming part of Massa's house and sitting at Massa's table.
Hold on. God damn it. This person here is, I think his brain is addled or some sort. I'm sensing some sort of mental deficiencies.
Well, he has trouble
spelling,
with the K sound.
Clearly, he's talking out of his ass.
Okay. But again, all of this should be clear evidence that sitting at Massa's table only can bring about your destruction as an African. You see, no matter what you want to call yourself, how you identify, where you want to live, and how you feel about our people, these Europeans know exactly who you are. Nigga. Ubuntu. Isn't that an operating system? I don't know. I am what I am because of who we all are. Didn't Popeye say that? I don't know.
I am what I am.
So there is no sitting at their table without losing your soul. And so Black America has a problem. As the ship that is the U.S. empire begins to rot, The
Wait a minute,
unuseful.
hold on. He's mixing metaphors here. I'm confused. Is America an empire or a ship? What the fuck going on?
But I think what's most important is use the code SHIP to get 10% off your order at the corner store.
Yeah. Not slave
Ship.
ship, just ship.
Yes.
Let's see, okay, as the ship that is the U.S. Empire begins to rot, the unuseful house niggas will be the first to get thrown overboard in order to preserve the valuables. Black America is scrambling to still be relevant and needed by the U.S. Empire, because once they are no longer able to keep the masses in check, they are no longer protected and liable to be thrown away.
All right. I got a small thing. So what's
Whoa,
happening?
that is way too much
Oh,
information
yeah,
here.
we don't need to know the size of your penis.
Excuse me. Oh my God! Stop talking. I told you that shit in confidence. God.
With all these people listening too. All right.
Oh my Lord.
He used to be called Tiny
but-
Alexander.
But my point is, what is happening to erode the black vote? And I'm using air quotes. You know, maybe a mass influx of people that are kind of displacing us. Maybe we should be doing something about that.
I don't know.
That's if I was black. I'm not.
Just work on pronouncing the K sound. That's a good start. So please take a critical look, because Beyonce was right. Black America does have a problem.
Shouldn't it be critical? God, these black niggas, you gotta always go behind them and check their work. Make sure it's it.
Just seeing. Oh yeah, a lot of people breaking out coon. Let's see. Yeah. Seem to have a lot of people agreeing in the comments.
Clearly, these are stupid people.
All right. Well, with the end of the third article comes the third game, and that is Porno Gender Edition.
Worst game ever.
Best game ever.
Yeah. Where I will give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up. And you have to figure out which one is made up. And I'll even give you a short description of each one. Alright, so let's see. Gender A. Check engine-ic.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gender related to the check engine light on a car's dashboard.
You wouldn't happen to be having car trouble lately, would you?
Gender B. Communist gender.
Well, that's real.
That's
yeah.
real.
Absolutely.
Xenogender related to or best described by communism.
And if the flag for that one isn't a fucking sickle and hammer, I'll be very disappointed.
No, it had to be a rainbow sickle and hammer. Come on now.
I think it shouldn't be a hammer and sickle. It should just be some people dying of starvation on the floor.
Ooh, that works.
that is a better symbol.
Or a man standing in front of a tank.
Yeah.
And gender C. Angel weaponic.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
Xenogender related to being an angel who wields blood-stained weapons.
Oh.
That's fake because they don't like Christianity. Instantly, that's not real.
All right, so I'll start a poll for the chat so they can get in on it. And don't forget, one of the options is that they're all real. Let's see. So, Jack, what are you going with?
I'm going to say they're all real.
Okay. And Moon.
I'm going to go with A, only because that's all I have to say. Just because.
All right. And for some reason, they made the poll in chat white for me, so I can like barely see like the
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah, the look of it.
It's like light gray on white. It's barely visible.
I have the dark theme on, so it appears really well for me.
I got the dark theme on too, but it's still white.
Well, of course you have the dark theme on. Duh.
Okay, racist much.
No,
Right,
just common sense.
Terry, what are you going with?
I'm going to go with B because it's so obvious that I think it might be a trick.
Okay. And Tier.
I'm covering all bases. I honestly think that angel weapon is fake because they don't believe in Christianity.
All right. Let's see. Things are kind of all real is winning in chat, but you know there isn't.
All real always
He,
win.
he usually does.
Yeah,
there aren't any really landslide victors here.
What is? Hold on now. This is really important. What is the Braniel vote?
Oh yeah, it's your.
All right.
Braniel says C because these fuckers don't believe in God.
That is
Yeah, you
very
can
true.
See, don't believe Christianity.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. So all real is winning, followed by a tie between B and C.
Winning.
And Cullen Rohannon in chat says trap none are real. What the fuck kind of game is this?
Oh,
Welcome to the corner.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I see
you
you're
haven't
new
been
here.
very long.
Yes.
I like this guy.
No, this is just to decide if how well I can imitate the mental problems of multi-gender people.
Exactly.
Let's see. Well, we don't seem to be getting many more votes, so I think I'll
Yeah, I think
end
it's
it
done.
there. So chat went with all real.
They usually do.
Yeah.
Just trying to hedge your bets.
And the answer is A is fake.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh.
Let me guess. You actually had car trouble. You saw that light come on. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. Check engine it. Done.
Yeah, you actually got me.
So in order to win this game, we don't have to play the game. We just gotta beat Frost. You gotta play Frosted. Got it.
You
Like
have
poker.
you have to play mind games. You have to read what Frosted is thinking. You have to think like Frosted Glass.
No, I better want to think
No,
like
don't do that.
I can't.
See, I knew communist gender would be good because you guys wouldn't be able to figure out if it was a double bluff by me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it did
And-
seem a bit too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, let's see.
I just said all real because I figured this was the 150th episode, and usually you have some sort of trap card.
No, fair enough.
You fool! You've activated my trap card.
All right,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, only communist gender has a flag, so
Oh,
and it's pretty much what you'd expect.
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah, that
See,
is
I called that.
that is exactly what I expected, Frosted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, see, the angel one should have been like the forward face of a gun pointing at you with angel wings on the side. See, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, you
See
could
what
do-
it should have been? It
you
should
could
have been a
make an
hammer and
awesome
sickle,
flag for Angel
rainbowed out.
Weaponic.
Hell yeah, dude. That's one of my favorites so far. Now that one, yeah, we got to get a flag though. So now, do we have a too stupid for TV one now?
No, not this week, but we do have
Oh.
we may have something more coming up. Who knows?
Mhm.
Hey.
Well, we only have 10 minutes left, so it better be fast.
Oh please! It takes at least 45 minutes to get one fucking article down. So let's
Yeah.
All right.
excuse you.
Well,
Excuse
someone
me?
invited a black person onto the stream, so you,
And now on to our final article from our good friend Cindy.
Oh,
Oh no.
Why?
Men,
No.
No! Peace sitting down to be more inclusive of trans men.
Okay, have a good night, everybody. Have a good-
fuck no.
Again, she is such a sage. I want to subscribe to her newsletter.
Have a
Well,
good
you
night,
did.
everybody.
just sign up
Bye.
to Medium.
Ah,
Bye.
damn.
She's like the anti-Frosted. She is so utterly ridiculous and retarded that she's kind of reached like a level of genius retarded. She's
No, but
genius retarded.
You
So we
literally
call her
can't
hot
subscribe-
sand.
Here, you literally
What?
can subscribe to her newsletter for $5 a month. Just sign up to Medium and click the button next to her name, like Frosted has, and you can follow her and get updates
Yeah.
when she makes
No.
new articles.
Braniel's like, yeah, that's why Frosted likes her writing. Yeah, it's like it's like Batman and Joker. Except I don't know which one's which.
Yes. Both.
and I won't kill you because you're just too much fun.
I haven't killed anyone.
Not every man is able to pee standing up. It is time for men to take a seat on the throne to create a more inclusive environment in the men's room.
Nah.
Fuck you, no.
And if
Well,
you have this
I'm
toilet,
going to ask the obvious question: how is she going to know whether
She's
anyone
going to
does
go
it?
in every bathroom, of every
Is-
place she
is
goes
she-
in,
is she
and check.
going into the men's room and just like looking to make sure people are pissing sitting down?
not only
Yes,
am I
that's what
going
she's
to
gonna do.
not only am I going to continue to stand peeing up, I'm going to start standing and pooping.
I,
I
not
can't
only
wait
am
to
I gonna
frost it.
pee, not only will I pee standing up, I will piss all over the seat to display dominance.
I will leave the toilet seat up and walk away.
That's just disgusting.
As I was transitioning, I found it triggering to constantly have to use the stall when going to the bathroom with my cisgender male friends. My best friend since college recently confessed to me via Discord. She had already educated me thoroughly on the many issues faced by the transgender community. But I admit, I had never even thought about anything like this before. The wheels in my head started whirring, and soon enough I came up with this beauty. You see, benefits of sitting down to pee for a cisgender man can include a feeling of independence, a reduction in total bathroom breaks, and even easier
X.
cleanup, safety, and much, much more. So call
Wait
now
a minute, wait,
at 1-8...
wait. I want to know how the fuck is it dangerous to go take a piss? Wait a minute, safety?
Well,
Like,
that's why we need to read the article to you. She's going to explain.
okay, I'm sorry.
Let's explore 30 reasons men should sit down to pee.
Let's not say we didn't.
Tari, I want to apologize. You know, when I
Okay.
made you guys read that list on my show, I did not realize what I was doing until now.
Solidarity with trans men and women.
I'm out. You've already convinced me not to do this.
Sitting down to pee helps you empathize with and support new members of your gender community. It's really appreciated. Yay!
No.
Why do you feel the urge to dictate to me how I should do like one of the most private things in my life?
Gunsky said
No.
dictate.
I take it back. I've seen what the second one is, and it's brilliant. This is a great article.
Not taking an aggressive penis stance with penis held in hand shows that you are secure in your masculinity.
What the fuck?
As we all know, us men like to flourish our penis like we just pulled out a sword.
Wait a minute. That's what the safety is about. Now I realize. Oh God.
There are many ways to show your masculinity without being aggressive or sexual. You can be confident, assertive, and secure in your masculinity without wielding you penis like a sword or fire hose.
There you
Sit down,
go.
king.
No. I want to wield it like a goddamn sword that it is.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
no,
call it a sword,
I don't want my penis stance to be too aggressive. I think I do need to be careful.
Look, what you need to do, Ty, is you need to attempt to widen your stance when you whip it out. That's aggressive.
Okay, I have an idea at sort of a compromise. I won't piss on the toilet seat and I will sit down, but I'm not going to aim my dick into the toilet, and I'm going to shoot at the door across the stall.
There you go.
See if you can arc it up over the door. Make a game of it.
That's great.
Aim your dick up over to the next stall where the trans guy is.
Act like you're doing a 21-gun salute with your cock.
Look, Gunsky. We'll call it pissing on the trans. We'll aim it at the next stall over and see if we can hit them.
Okay. You tend to put more pressure on your bladder when sitting down to pee, and this can be beneficial in urinating more. When men sit down,
hold on. Where's her medical degree? I've seen that. I missed that. Can someone show me that so I can see?
We would, but it's covered in piss.
when men sit down to pee, it allows the urine to flow out more easily and completely. Who doesn't want a complete pee?
I've never, in the 38 years I've been pissing, I've never thought that sitting down to pee would get it all out. I thought, I just aim it and fire until it stops leaking and then wash my hands and go about my business. Oh my God, I learned something new. This bitch is insane.
No, she's brilliant.
Improved body image.
I'm learning a lot. These are all new facts for me.
Improved body
Okay,
image and a sense of calm.
I have another idea, folks. Instead, skip going to the bathroom altogether, whip your dick out in the middle of Walmart, and start pissing on the darkies.
There you go.
Bravo, Jack.
Modern
Jack.
crimes require modern solutions. I like the way you think.
Jack, that's your solution to every problem. Come on.
No, we shouldn't piss on the darkies. We should piss on all the women. We gotta show dominance.
Just start whipping it around like it's a sprinkler.
Yeah.
No, you gotta write your name.
Helicopter dick as you pee.
No, you gotta write your name as if you're writing in snow.
Again, we should just whip it out, like I said, in Walmart. And see when we just piss on it, just like, I own you now. Remember.
Sitting while peeing gives you a strong sense of feeling safe, putting a more positive spin on the experience of peeing. The ability to concentrate more on what you're doing because of the relief that comes from having your legs spread wide, instead of trying to hold them up with one hand while trying not to take a leak in the other.
Wait. Is she pissing? Like, are they doing handstands when they piss? Like, what the fuck is she think going on in the men's room?
You don't have to hold your legs up with one hand. What the hell is she talking about?
Again, Tari, I think she doesn't understand how the human body works.
I guess not.
Comfort.
But I'm writing these down. I'm gonna study these.
And again, Tari, I'm sorry. I will never make them go through a list ever again.
Sitting down to urinate is simply more comfortable for men, and this can help them relax and empty their bladder more completely. When you're standing up, you have to use your muscles to hold yourself up, which is tiring after a while.
How long does she think it takes to pee?
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to need a good half hour.
Tari, I got one better for you. Does she think that we have to pull? There are bars in front of the stall that we pull ourselves up on and just dangle there and pee? We got to hold ourselves there for hours on end while the stream shoots out? Because this shit makes no fucking sense.
She's making it sound like it's an Olympic event or some shit.
I know.
Olympic level pissing. It's a literal pissing contest.
Gunsky, I'm going for the gold. I'm going to spend 2 hours taking a piss. I can do it.
Distance pissing. 2.5 meters.
I don't. If they do a relay, I don't want to touch that baton. This is
no. When you get touched by you get touched by the stream. The guy's running, he's pissing the entire way, and he pisses on you. You gotta start pissing yourself. It's very complicated. Very complicated.
This is especially helpful for older men who may have difficulty standing for long periods of time. How long do you
Like
think
30
it'd take?
seconds.
Yeah. Also, you can buy a seat with a built-in cushion, or 24 karat gold. Also, cushioned toilet seats are gross. No one should get
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
That is pretty disgusting.
that's
The o-
fucking disgusting.
The only thing worse are the ones with like basically carpeting on them.
Ugh.
Or 24 karat gold. Or treat yourself to one of those fancy Japanese ones that sing to you and massage your back.
Ugh.
I
I'm,
don't want
I'm all
to.
set, thank you.
I don't want to hear from something that I'm currently pissing in.
Austin, do you know that you are pissing in the toilet?
Let's see. During standing, a person needs to lift the penis higher during urination.
Again, what is the? Has she been in a male bathroom? Has she seen urinals? I mean, the basic locomotion isn't that difficult. You can't. Why am I arguing with a retard?
It is literally so easy to piss that you can do it standing up.
It's so easy to piss that a drunk guy can do it with fairly accurate aim.
I have to strain every muscle in my arm to lift my cock up to that toilet.
I gotta go splunking to reach the toilet. I gotta pull myself up on the bars and hold there for hours as the stream comes out.
All right.
I need to try real hard to lift my 30-pound cock.
And I gotta hold my leg up somehow.
Sitting down is considered modern in progressive cultures like Sweden and the UK.
Yeah,
America.
no, go to fuck.
America, land of school shootings, needs to sit down, pun intended, and take a lesson or two from its betters.
Well, wait, you're suggesting that because we piss standing up, that's why we have school shootings? Are you really literally suggesting that right now? Are you serious?
Yes, she is.
You have any idea how much piss it took to start Columbine?
Yeah, a lot.
Let's see. Peeing standing is a sign of immaturity.
Really?
That Calvin and Hobbes.
She brought out the Calvin and Hobbes.
That Calvin and Hobbes cartoon is part of the zeitgeist, printed on everybody's brain. Peeing while standing will forever be associated with little boys.
She is a retard of the highest order. That's
funny because I associate people who pee sitting down with being children.
Yeah, like if you're a kid who hasn't learned to aim yet, then you sit down.
Yeah.
The Calvin and Hobbes thing is a joke and a fucking cartoon, you dumb.
No. I am going to quote the wisdom of George Costanza: "Why stand when you can sit?" I mean, sure, he was talking about a security guard, and it ended up backfiring horribly, but the logic is still sound.
Let's see. You should only stand when you can't find a toilet that's suitable for you to sit on. To assume one can always pee standing up or sitting down is naive at best.
Not really.
No, it says right there, Terry.
Oh, my mistake. I must have misread.
Women pee squatting, and both sexes pee in a direction different than from an open leg in a straight line. Duh.
It's because the organ which you're as a female, it's literally underneath of you. It is literally between your legs and underneath of you. For a guy, go ahead.
I know your friend is a tranny and all, but men and women are different, didn't you know?
Whoa. Slow down. You just blew my mind.
I know.
I'm still processing the Calvin comic.
So am I.
All right, let's see. Sitting makes your urethra wider, so the urine you release is easier to empty.
Didn't she already mention that though?
I don't know. I feel like she's padding her article.
I think she is.
Also, apparently she thinks it is incredibly difficult to take a piss standing up.
I mean, if you're a woman, it probably is.
It
like
really is.
like when like it makes it easier to release your urine. So, does she think that we stand and pee and we're like, ah?
I'm on fire. It burns. Oh God, it burns.
All right. Well, this one you can't deny. Sitting allows you to pet your dog while peeing.
Why would I want to pet my dog while I'm peeing?
Checkmate.
Why is your dog in your bathroom as you're taking a piss?
Because
I would
he
just-
needs a belly rub. Yes, he does.
I would just like to point out that petting your dog isn't really effective when you're peeing, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Poochie needs a belly rub. Yes, he does. Case closed.
What more do you want?
If you are standing, the position in which your feet are placed may pose a risk, and you can fall over.
Wait a minute, Frosted. I just.
You
I
know
know you
what
don't know
this?
this, but I have to ask: Is she some sort of escaped mental patient?
You know what this is? This is like the commercial, which is like, but we've been doing it this way for years.
Yeah, it's one of those commercials where it shows everybody like screwing up in black and white, like
Yeah.
to show that you need this product.
Somebody's pissing, they're not even aiming at the toilet.
Like they fall
Hey,
over,
that's
hit
How
their
do
head
I
on.
do this?
They fall over, hit their head on the sink. There's blood everywhere, piss spraying everywhere. There's got to be a better way.
I wish there was a better way to piss.
I just like the fact that she thinks standing in general is dangerous because that's what she's saying. He's like, if you're standing, you can fall over. It's like, look, I guess, but like,
Sitting is easier than standing.
yeah.
Well, I like to spray down the floor with oil and stand on one foot while I do it. Okay. The toilet seat stays in the correct position. If you always sit down, there is 0% chance you forget to put the toilet seat down for the trans men and women in your life.
Well, but hold on. So, first off, what are trans men doing sitting down? I mean, they got special.
They're men, aren't they?
Yeah, they got
Trans
new
men are
designer
men?
penises.
Also, I've never understood the whole leaving the toilet seat up thing. Who the hell sits down without, like, looking where they're about to sit?
A lot of people, apparently.
No. See, it's irritating to put the toilet seat down, but not irritating to put it up.
Yeah.
So it's you're obligated to do so for some reason.
Let's see. Cleanliness. And finally, here's one reason sitting down to pee is downright earth-shattering and a must. Your pee is more likely to go down into the water. When men stand to urinate, they often miss the toilet bowl and end up spraying urine all over the bathroom.
Wow, like maybe they are just whipping it around, hitting everywhere.
I'm just thinking back to the pissing Olympics, the discus event. I gotta tell you,
Like
would be something else.
It's not
You gotta
like when
whip
you
your dick
lose.
and piss at somebody.
It's not like when you lose control of a fire hose and it starts like whipping around in every direction. All right. This can be quite messy and unpleasant for both the man and those who have to clean up after him.
Usually the man.
Sitting down ensures that all the urine goes into the toilet bowl, and a grown man needs to control what goes into the toilet. Learn from the best. Women and trans men already figured out the secret. There you have it. Everyone in chat who thought, man, it is such a frickin' pain in the ass to pee. Now you have a solution.
I've been peeing wrong all my life. I did not know this. Thank you, Cindy. You've opened my eyes. I'm going to pee sitting down. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to marry that girl.
I
divorce her.
As an experiment, I kind of want to pee just the way she imagines it. Where like I'm precariously standing and I could fall over at any time. I'm like waving my dick in every direction. It's a pain in the ass to hold my dick up. All right, but
Again, she's a genius.
She
we
is.
do we do
I've
have
learned a lot.
we do have one more thing before we go though.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Crap.
We have a surprise game, and
No.
Terry should know what this game is.
Is it Monopoly?
No, think about Twitter.
Oh, I've already forgotten. As soon as you reveal it, I'll be like, oh, of course.
That's right. We're gonna see if you guys can determine which is which between Welsh towns and Lovecraftian beings.
I like this one. I'm game.
What?
Because I know a lot of Lovecraftian shit.
No. That you are right. Yes, I should have known that.
In Lovecraft or Love Sheep,
Oh, I like it. I like it.
I like this one.
where I will give you either a Welsh town or a Lovecraftian being, and you have to figure out which is which.
Well, I've already lost.
I really like Lovecraft, so I'm good.
I hope there's a Welsh town called Cthulhu just to fuck with us.
All right.
Yo, Jen.
So let's see. All right. First on the list, Yandrea Dramoknot.
You're gonna have to
Lovecraft.
show the spelling because, yeah, I'm gonna go with Welsh town, but
I'll say Lovecraft.
I'm gonna say Lovecraft.
No, that's in fact a Welsh town.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
The sheep wins.
Cathalpa.
Welsh.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
no, I'm gonna stick with Welsh.
That is Lovecraft.
Apparently, I don't know as much Lovecraft as I thought.
Mothra.
Lovecraft.
Welsh.
Welsh.
I'm gonna play Welsh down the line. I think that's the safest way to go.
That is Lovecraft.
Damn.
All right. Camustworth.
That's got to be Welsh.
Sheep.
Welsh.
Welsh.
That is Welsh. All right. Oknognis.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
I mean, I'm gonna stick with my Welsh thing down the line, but
All right.
you're probably right, but I'm just gonna go Welsh.
I'll say Lovecraft.
That is Lovecraft.
Sweet.
All right. Uspudi Ostwith.
That's got
Oh,
to
that's
be Welsh.
Welsh.
That's Lovecraft.
That is Welsh.
Ah,
Ooh.
All right. Bokwin.
Welsh.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
I'm sticking with Welsh.
That is Welsh.
Bastard.
All right. Beatus.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
It probably is, but Welsh.
Yep, that is Lovecraft. Let's see. Kayega.
Trick question. Sounds buffed up.
Welsh.
I agree, Welsh.
You just copying me, motherfucker?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that one is Lovecraftian.
You bastard.
All right. Idialode.
In your load.
That's a male porn star.
I'll say Welsh.
I'll say Welsh too.
Are you copying me?
Yes.
That one is Lovecraft.
You
Huh?
bastard.
Wait, is it Lovecraft?
Or Lovecraft.
Yes.
Lovecraft.
You love that craft.
That's cheese.
All right. Blind Eye Festinog. Oh, sorry.
That
That sounds Lovecraftian.
Blind Eye Festiniog.
Blind Eye.
Oh, that's
roundabout.
gotta be Welsh.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
Are you copying me?
That is Welsh.
You
Yes.
fucker. I hate this game. This game sucks.
All right. Cymru Dukairu.
Lovecraft.
Whack whack.
Lovecraft.
It's Welsh.
Are you copying me?
That is Welsh.
Bah.
Damn.
Canothoglus.
Lovecraft.
No, that's Big Bird's friend.
Did you get the 50-50 on that one?
Lovecraft.
I'm sticking with Welsh.
That is Lovecraft. All right. Abersock.
Well,
Gotta be
In relation to
Welsh.
Abercrombie? Welsh.
All right. That one is Welsh.
Okay.
And finally, Gloon the Corrupter of Flesh.
well,
No, absolutely.
Definitely Welsh.
Royal family.
Welsh.
That is Lovecraftian.
Oh,
you sure about that? I
Oh.
thought that was Welsh.
That was totally Welsh.
I was kind of hoping that you would go for the really long Welsh town name. You know the one.
Yeah.
Tumblywug on a Vaughn with some dumb shit.
Go
Tiddlywink.
go.
And where this game came from is that on Twitter, as a comment, I was leaving like a line from the Necronomicon as a joke.
Oh yeah.
And when I highlighted it, one of the things that comes up is translate. So I just wanted to see what would happen. So the detected language, according to Google, was Welsh.
Yeah.
It's all Frosty. It's all
That's
fun and
where I
games
got in
until
trouble.
someone comes Cthulhu.
That's where I got in trouble for calling the Kiwis sheepshaggers.
Yeah. And yeah, the Welsh names are pretty Lovecraftian if you compare them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to find another culture and idea that we can compare.
Well, if you need another culture, you can ask about Lovecraft's cat.
Mm.
Sorry.
The name of Lovecraft's cat would also be a great name for a superhero,
Yes.
and he would be very diverse.
No, I actually like it because he shows up, saves the day, but you find that like your house has been broken into while he was doing it.
he steals out your wallet.
Yeah. He steals your wallet. You come home, your TV's gone.
He doesn't solve your problems, but he shows up at the movie theater and gets really loud.
Excuse me, you got a problem the way I'm talking? Flips over the goddamn row.
13% of the superheroes solve 50% of the violent crime.
All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So take a moment to shill my co-host and guest. I Like Boobs has Quippers United on his channel. Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That is correct.
And he also does Games with Terry when I'm unable to stream, where they do LucasArts games and see what Sam can and cannot pick up.
Sure.
Let's see. Moonshock has his cancer treatment GoFundMe linked in the chat and the description.
Yeah.
I was so hoping we were just going to go, Moonshock has cancer, and then just moved on.
And he has his
And
Twitch
Moonshock
channel.
has cancer.
And he has his Twitch channel linked in the description, where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer.
Yes.
Let's see.
And people who are on my Discord obviously know why I wasn't able to stream. So
Yeah,
for those of you who
you
missed,
were trying to find Super Seducer, and it was just too elusive.
yes, and for those of you who missed the announcement early on, my latest scans came up with no cancer in my lower lumbar and pelvis. So 50%
You'll
of
find
it
Don't
has
worry,
been
we'll
ruled
give
out.
you cancer.
You'll find it next time. It's going to be right where you left it.
I am on this show every fucking week. I have had cancer for years now. So have the rest
It's going to be the last place you look.
Correlation.
Uh-huh.
All right. And Terry, you've been changing things up. You're trying to mess with me. Let's see. What are you still on? You're on Clippers United. You're on Games with Terry. I mean, I would hope you're on Games with Terry. You're on Six's Sober Streams. You're on Hammer's Minions Nights. Are you still on Johnny Hellcat streams?
Oh, sort of. Occasionally, he'll send me an invite to be on Minions if he's doing a game stream, or if he's doing Twitch is how you make friends. But they're not scheduled. They're kind of just like whenever he decides. So yeah, it's like. Follow me on Twitter. You'll find out. Mostly because Bran Radiri will probably tweet when I'm streaming.
All right. Did I miss anything or?
I think that's everything. If you missed anything, it's fine. I'm everywhere. People can find me.
If you missed anything, that's because you were peeing standing up.
Yeah. How evil.
Yeah. If you pee stand up, your days are numbered. All right. And Tier, anything you want to shill?
The midnight show is every Saturday at 11:55 p.m. on my channel, and I also do streams with Mishnima every Thursday. We're currently watching the Never Hike Alone series. So we just did the first movie, and we're doing the second one next week, and then we're just gonna go back. Probably gonna go back to playing Star Trek Online and talking shit. So check that out.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so we should be back next week at the usual time, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So, let's see. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
See ya.
See you.